Well, hello and welcome to another one of my Empire Total War online battles. I'm playing as Austria once again, and this is my part of a 2v2 battle. I'll go over that in a sec. I'll show you what's happening with my cavalry. Counter-charging my French opponent here, but he formed up in diamond. My men collapsed around the sides. Lost my general as well. And already the strength of the diamond formation is showing. My men are getting absolutely slaughtered because they're split round the force rather than in one big front. Also, my dragoons aren't helping. They did take out some of the French units, but quite a lot of mine as well. So I was finishing off this skirmish here. Pretty brutal. And they rout off there. The French diamond formation holding well. My other household cavalry unit is charged into some carabiniers, sort of like dragoons sort of units. And they're charging in there, so they should beat them there. My men are running shattered back here, getting hit by the trilliers. I'm moving my grenzers round and firing on the enemy. Now I'll just go over what this is. This is a 2v2 battle. I'm playing with Jahazi, who I promoted on my channel a while back for his Modern Warfare 2 videos, and we're doing it now for each other for Empire Total War and just in general promotion for the channel. I'm not going to show you what's happening on his side of the battle though. If you want to see that, the link will be in the description for his battle. Please go and watch it so you can see what happened on the other side. He's playing as Britain against a USA opponent. I can't remember their names. I'll tell you at the end when I see the result screen. I'm playing against a French opponent, and I'm using the same layout as I have done in the last few videos when I've been playing as Austria. This will be the last time I play as them for a while. I'm going to do a mix of videos in the few days I've got left before I leave, and then there will be obviously a range of different factions shown in the 8 videos that are posted up while I'm away. So my Windjagers are over here, as per usual, destroying the flanks of the enemy. So my opponent has variety of line infantry and elite units. We've got the infantry ver here, some elite guard units, and then over here maison dorée, what have you, and then trilliers across there. He also has a general's bodyguard left, and obviously you saw that cavalry battle earlier with his units. He also sent some units over to try and flank Jahazi, and Jahazi was quite worried about this, I think, as you remember. But I won't show you what's going on over there. You'll have to watch his commentary in his battle on what happened next, as it were. So there are 2 units moving up on Jahazi. However, he does see my Windjagers, which is what I was trying to do to bring back all the units to take the pressure off Jahazi's flank, and he'd send this line infantry unit back. Seeing this, well, in a minute I decided to turn this Windjager unit round and flank around with this one as well. But these guys are still firing on the flanks of the enemy. I've made 2 of them start routing. One is shattered, so they're definitely gone, and the other one's just broken for now. But again, this is simple tactic that I use, and I can't sort of stress enough how even if you don't have like the units like mine are just line infantry, I'm up against guard units and what have you. I've got my light infantry in front supporting, and then the other unit behind, so both units can fight if they were close enough. They're not, but never have them behind because then they'll just shoot through your backs. This allows both units to fire, but also, as I was saying, even though I'm against sort of tougher units technically with the maison dorée, the guard units, which should actually own the line infantry, my line infantry anyway, but my light grenzers obviously doing quite a bit of damage. I'll show you what's going on with the Windjagers. They got charged here by the general's bodyguard, which I didn't see till the last minute, and I started to try and hold them off. And seeing that, I was over here charging his trilliers. A lot going on at once, so I'm just trying to show you the best of both as well. That guy went flying. That guy kept on going. So I charged him with my light dragoons here, which made this unit of trilliers rout. I'm not going to bother with the other one. Those I'm sending on to help take out this general's bodyguard over here. But what I was saying about, obviously, the tactic I'm using, simple flanking maneuvers win the day in Empire, I would say 9 times out of 10. If your enemy can't, once you start the flank, and if you do it on both sides as well, and if you've got enough force to do it, so I would do it with 2 units of grenzers normally, or a unit of grenzers, and then back up with 2 units of line infantry. You can collapse whole flanks, and literally you'll make not only the unit you're firing on and decimating, you'll make the unit behind that and next to that start going as well. Also, if you've got pressure in the centre as well, like I have, you'll see these units will collapse and crumble in a sec. Over here, Windjagers broken, not shattered, so that's alright. Brought another unit of line infantry around now. I should have moved them further around because obviously these guys are going to get shot in the back a little bit by these few ones that are here. that guy managing to fire through the gap. Although that guy there that's dead, this guy shot him. I didn't actually saw it in the video, but I remember watching him shoot the guy in the back. So my Windjägers spread out here, decimating the ranks of the line infantry. In doing so, I brought the 2 units that were trying to flank Gehazi back over here. I don't think they did too much damage to Gehazi, so that's alright. I bring some Grenzes over as well to help support, and moving my units back around because obviously they're trying to flank me, obviously, as well. I've got some my light dragoons here, which have finished off the general's bodyguard, and that's the unit of light infantry that came back. Well, stopped routing anyway, haven't come back yet. My Windjägers are back here. Take a look at these guys. Zoom in. Press N on your keyboard to do this. Obviously it's really stuttery because I'm recording with fraps, and that's going to take a lot out of it. This guy's getting ready, standing up. They're lovely air rifles. Anyway, enough of these guys. There we go. So my Grenzes over here are lightly flanking the line infantry here. The double-barreled muskets. He, however, my opponent is flanking round with this unit, which I was quite worried about, and I only had the light dragoons lightly firing away his flank, and the Windjägers down to about sort of 60% men-wise. And these guys are obviously platoon firing, which you'll see down here, which is very devastating if you can get a whole volley off. Here we go. All the way down the line, firing into my flanks here. You can see that we've just taken out that whole section there, basically. Only a few men left in a few ranks. My Windjäger's now getting a chance to fire as well, and now he moved them out of range because obviously he's being hit by the light dragoons and Windjägers. But I would have pushed up on this flank and try and beat this flank down rather than falling back, because they are Maison de Rue, they're elite guard units, they should be able to hold their ground. Obviously, this battle here completely finished now. As I said, those 3 units of line infantry which were staying there, or infantry there, they were collapsed by the flank that I made on the flanking manoeuvre I made on the right hand side. And honestly, I can't say it enough, flanking manoeuvres will win this game, I'd say 9 times out of 10. If you can do it by surprise, obviously by keeping them busy in the centre, most opponents can't do anything about it. Once you start flanking them, they're done for, because otherwise they try and retreat back, and then you just push them against the red line, they start breaking, they're straight over the red line or whatever, and they're off the map. Or as you can see now, I'm encircling them, both sides. Normally I'd do sort of like a full sort of big C, as it were, all the way around them. And these units are now finishing them off, flanked with the Windjägers, charged in with these Windjägers because obviously they ran out of ammunition because they fire a lot faster than other units. Maison de Rue, that's shameful, beaten by Windjägers. In melee anyway. So I bring up the rest of my men, and all my opponent has is a unit of Trilliers, which will probably waver and break now, because the rest of the army's gone, they've all routed. And I'm sending over some Grenzes and the light dragoons, obviously, to pick them off if they're not going to rout, but they should do in due course. Gehazi's still fighting his battle there. I'd send some men over. Obviously you can see my formation where I'm forming my men up to create a flank here. Although I think by the time I get there, he's basically finished them off anyway. Please do go check his part of the video out and his commentary. Listen to that; it's great. Yeah, battle should finish shortly actually, because I think Gehazi just wraps up the last part of the battle. There we go. So we were playing against Lax Addict 992 and Shinra Shirana or whatever V11, so V7, so 7 even. Shinra 7. Deployment, I deployed 1,545. Gehazi deployed 1,464. I lost 706. Gehazi lost a few more, quite 1,000 odd, 1,039. That was because the French units did press up against him, and he did get hammered quite hard by the Shinra 7. Did quite a bit of damage to him. He did. You see, Lax Addict only took out 671 of my men, whereas Shinra did actually do quite a lot of damage. 975. Jahazi's 1,000 losses or so. So a good game to both opponents, very enjoyable, well played. Oh my god, I can't speak today. Good game to Jahazi. Hope you enjoyed this battle. Please remember to check out his video. Link will be in the description. I might even put a link up on the bottom of this video. Please check it out. Remember, as always, hope you enjoyed. Please comment, rate and subscribe.